As one cycle ends, a new cycle begins, which is all about starting again and planting those seeds of intention, focusing on what you wish to manifest in the months ahead. Hi everyone, this is the video for the coming new moon. The new moon in Sagittarius. So if we begin by looking at where we are on the medicine wheel, we can see how we are in the very last stage of autumn. We can feel how close we are to a new cycle beginning on the 21st. And that's the start of the winter cycle as we leave autumn behind. It was last month when we could feel or sense or even see how the seeds from most plants were falling back into the earth, all in preparation for the coming seasons. It is during this time people have a better understanding of themselves, because we can connect with the energies of autumn. We begin to appreciate what we want, and just as important, what we don't want. A time to evaluate what we seek to attract and what needs to be released. A time to look within. It is a season that helps us to develop patience and tolerance. A season to understand others. It is perhaps this deep understanding that can bring us fully centered and into the present moment. And by making this connection with where we are presently standing in the circle of life, the medicine wheel, it can only bring you to a place of balance. And from this standpoint, we are better equipped to acknowledge our abilities, our skills, and find a deeper awareness of what we can and cannot do. So this is very much a time of knowing ourselves, understanding ourselves well enough to be moving forward in life with strength, passion. So, where are we right now? As mentioned, we're in the last month of autumn. The new moon is also a total solar eclipse, making it very powerful and extremely strong. This happens when the Earth, the Sun and the Moon are in direct alignment. That they are totally lined up. An exciting time for all of us. Now, when we seek to manifest, we take ourselves into the future and reflect on the past. That's what we do, and that's how we know what we seek to create, by reflecting on what we don't want to be or what we don't want to experience anymore, in order to create new and exciting beginnings. But because the new moon is going to bring a powerful shift, together with the moon being in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius teaches us to balance, to find balance. We need to pay attention to being present in the moment. That means, yes, at the new moon, when you bring your future goal into the present moment, enjoy what you are experiencing. Apply all your senses. But when you have finished your new moon working, spell or ritual, let it go. The need to let it go is perhaps the most important aspect of this new moon, which is all about balance. In particular, Sagittarius teaches us the balance between material and spiritual. So until the next new moon, try to be super mindful and present in the moment, avoiding any extremes. It will be really important at this time to center yourself, avoid any drama, ground yourself as much as possible. Meditation is a valuable tool for centering yourself and grounding. Anything that helps you create balance and a sense of calm and mindfulness. So important at this time. So, what I'm saying is that this total eclipse on this coming new moon in December will bring massive change all around us and for everyone. Think of the tower in the tarot, the upheaval that is so necessary at times for change. So we need to be fully conscious of what it is we seek to attract, as this is when we can expect to see change. But also the need to be mindful, balanced and present in the moment. As the effects of this total eclipse begins to take place. So let's consider these energies that Sagittarius brings. It is a fire sign. It's adaptable, fun-loving, sociable, optimistic, positive. But also, Sagittarius is a very spiritual sign. and is connected to legal matters and the law. Think the Justice card in the tarot. The Justice card is about balance. It's about rightening of wrongs. It's about rebalancing karma, cause and effect. Sagittarius is also linked to the wands in the tarot, which is all about, it's about work, creativity, spiritual matters and religion, faith, philosophy. And that's all about your values and what you believe, your personal goals. And all new ideas come from a creative mindset. And a lot is going to surface right now as we're leaving autumn and going into winter, a time of retreat, contemplation. So with Sagittarius, think half human, half animal. And as we think of ourselves in that way, we have an understanding of our animal side. Some would say our shadow self. Now, if we can do that by creating balance within ourselves, we find peace and harmony. This in turn is reflected in our environment. And so we can begin to create balance around us. The long snow moon is the last new moon in autumn. And the time between November the 22nd to December the 21st is known as the long snows moon. The animal totem for this period is elk. The plant, spruce. The mineral totem is obsidian. The colour, black. Spirit keeper of the West is bear. Power direction is west. The element is fire. The element clan is Thunderbird. And at this time in our lunar cycle, it is the totem elk that we can work with. So what do we know about elk? Most of the year, elk, just like deer, live in herds in woodlands. They seem to have a sense of joy about them. But they have a sense of responsibility. gentleness, and compassion for each other. Elks are fast and are able to leap over high fences. Sometimes elk form a big circle and appear to be dancing together. Elk have few natural enemies. Bears and wolves will sometimes succeed in capturing a calf or a weak or sick elk, but none of them are a match for the buffalo. So when you are working with elk medicine, you can learn about strength, speed, responsibility, joy, comradeship, protection, love and compassion. These may be attributes you need at this time. Or perhaps you're exhibiting too much of these attributes. Take time and contemplate what elk can teach you about yourself and about where you are, your place in the circle of life. It's all about letting go of judgment. Letting go of our own limiting beliefs. Even if they are not in alignment with ours, as this can really prevent us seeing the good in others, which prevents us being open to new possibilities, new way of seeing things. We don't have to adopt other people's beliefs, but by being open and listening without judgment. In fact, we can question our beliefs and our self-talk, because what you say to yourself and to those around you vibrates an energy, and this energy sends messages out all around us and all the way back to us again. So the way we speak, think, talk is always important. But at this time, this new moon, because change is taking place, it could be the most crucial time to be fully aware of what you say to yourself and to others. The universe is hearing and listening. Use this time to inspire others. This is not a time to judge or criticize. And it's so important to be kind to yourself. When we are kind to ourselves and others, uplift others, it allows the universe to come in and support us and guide or direct us to where we need to be. I believe that this is all about our soul purpose, where we are going, especially of this next 6 months. We're all going to be receiving insights. A phenomenal shift is taking place. And if we choose to connect with the energies around us and the messages hidden all around us, leading us to where we seek to be, and equally important, where we need to be in order to achieve what we seek. Remember, we are always directed and supported on our path. But the only time we can truly connect is when we are present in the moment and able to see the wood for the trees. So, if we can bring ourselves into balance with our material, spiritual, emotional, mental, and our physical self at this time, when the energies of this new moon are so powerful, and if we can tap into the Sagittarius energies of balance and justice, can you imagine the self-control we will discover within us? The energy of Sagittarius is fire. And as I've said, it's the ones in the tarot, all about creativity. So this is a time around the new moon to perhaps make something, draw or paint. Being creative is the best use of the fire energy. Reflect at the new moon, perhaps in your ceremony. You could reflect on what you seek, what you feel passionate about. That is where your spirit will gravitate to. And then perhaps even draw what you feel and what you sense. Use colours. I always feel that because the fire element is linked to our spirit, I always feel that when the moon is in a fire element, I like to draw what I feel. I can't draw. I just use colours, coloured crayons that I feel drawn to. I have them all sprawled in front of me, and as I'm sat, centered and focused, I just reach out to the colours I'm drawn to, and I take a coloured pencil and I let my hands just dance on the paper. I create shapes. I've even been known to draw when I know I can't draw. It's powerful. It's that moment of oneness with the spirit within you. Be creative at this time. and plant those seeds of intention in order to create your reality, your soul purpose. But remember that all this that I've talked about begins with self-respect and tapping into your own compassion for who you are, by a total understanding of your true self. So, understanding both your strengths and weaknesses will be intensified at this eclipse, but not to be feared at all. It's a time to celebrate. Even when we may feel challenged, or we do not like the idea of change, Sagittarius, the energy of Sagittarius, brings us a renewed faith, because Sagittarius is about spiritual matters. It's about keeping our faith even when we are challenged. And we're able to also give birth to our goals. But we do have to let go of the past, and I find it becomes easier to achieve when we are present in the moment. The power is in the choices we make today. We all know that. And we really do need to be ready for this phenomenal shift in energy arriving at the next new moon, and to be able to handle the energies and apply our intention to align with these energies. We have to be so centered. I cannot emphasize enough. And in doing so, we will succeed, because the energies are conducive to our success. So, can you imagine what you are capable to achieve at this time, simply by having this awareness? And so, if you actually apply the teachings, can you imagine what you're capable of achieving? But remember, and I can't emphasize enough, the need to be present in the moment, to release judgment, to focus on self-care. Be kind to yourself, but also be very kind to everyone around you. I say this because all our feelings and emotions may be heightened, whether it's anger or love, sorrow or joy. Stay positive and loving. Yep, a lot of work will be needed, but like anything on the spiritual path, it will bring the greatest rewards. Stay grounded and present. Try to avoid dramas and any chaos around you. Be still, quiet. walk around, step around the drama, or allow it to just go over your head. Because in doing so, the windows of opportunity will just fly open. We just do not want to be pulled into the dramas or the chaos. We need to find a peace within ourselves and the people around us. With this higher consciousness, we will find that everyone around us, because of where we are at any given time, has an effect on the collective consciousness. So basically it is about us all getting ourselves into the most positive and mindful frequency at this time to benefit from these energies. And if you seek to manifest at this time, it will put your frequency in the best possible place. We're all on our own journey. We all have free will. We can all make choices how we spend the next few weeks. But I believe it is important until the end of December and into January to be truly mindful of those energies I've talked about and work with them for your personal growth. I have said it before, nothing happens to hold us back. It's how we respond to the energies and how we connect with them. We can find even at times when we see things as an upheaval, it is necessary to lead us to greater experiences. I recommend at this time and until January to practice mindfulness in all your activities. It is detrimental to letting it go and be present in the moment. So once you've released your intention, be present and feel positive, feel content, feel blessed, feel loved, feel love. Once you've released your intention, don't get lost in the past of how maybe things didn't work out, and don't get preoccupied with the future, considering how things are going to work out. That is so not going to be helpful at this time. It is so important to just let it go and sink into a place of gratitude, a place of contentment, of joy. Use the meditation regular. I would recommend on a daily basis. You could even fall asleep to it. Anything, go out in nature. Go for long walks, short walks even. Self-care. a relaxing bath with Himalayan salts, perhaps essential oils such as lavender, and light a candle and let all thoughts just settle. It is truly an exciting time, and I believe regular self-care and mindfulness is essential at this time, and meditation can help with this. Temperance is about bringing balance to your life. This could be through personal change and/or transformation. But you have moved on, or at least ready to. And you are in a safe place, protected by your new connection with the spiritual side of life. However, there will always be temptation. How else can we understand our true nature? And without resisting temptation, how else can we know if the change is permanent? Temperance is about balance between the material side and the spiritual side, between night and day, dark and light. It is about restoring balance. Conflict. It is only through conflict, temptation, can we truly understand our true nature. The appearance of the Temperance card is very reassuring. It always feels very protective to me, as though we are being watched or guided by an angel. This is a very healing card. It may suggest you are going to provide this healing help to some other, but also you must not be afraid to ask for help. Temperance also appears when you need to stay calm and composed. Maybe there's going to be stress around you, or you could be challenged in some way. Temperance reminds you of your inner strength and resilience. Temperance also tells you that you will be able to see the two sides of any argument or confrontation. So if you are personally involved in any such situation, you will be able to resolve it successfully. The secret is to seek balance. Each of the major cards can be used to make changes in our lives. They are archetypes of people or situations, providing an excellent point of focus for the changes we seek to attract, or perhaps what we may wish to dispel or banish from our lives. Work with the Temperance card when you know you need to bring balance in some area of your life, or if you feel a need for moderation. So meditate on the issue or area that you feel is out of balance. Spend time on this exercise until you find what is needed to restore balance. This could be by adding or subtracting something. Now for this exercise, I would recommend visualization. Simply see yourself in a recent situation that you felt was out of balance, and allow what needs to surface to surface. Be with the moment. Acknowledge what you experience, and then let it go. Now see how you could bring balance. What would you add, or what would you take away to create balance in this situation? In this exercise, don't just see yourself, but feel the emotions of peace, balance, and harmony as you restore the balance in this specific situation. See and feel in as much detail as you can. Do this exercise every day, even for just 5 minutes, but until you feel the balance has been achieved.